I think I'm gonna keep you.
I think you better keep me. You know, you should give up that restaurant job and just stay right here.
No, I think you should give up the police force. And that way when I come home from the restaurant, you could have the bed all nice and warm. I like that.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
You got it backwards, though, you see. You keep the bed warm, and I keep the streets of Santa Bárbara free of crime.
Ah, super Cruz.
A man has to have his work, Eden.
Well, so does a woman. Oh, when are you gonna realize that?
You talk too much.
You had that beeper in bed with us? It's like having another woman. Where is it? I don't believe this. Where is that stupid little thing?
Don't make fun of my beeper. It's a computer.
Oh, leave it. Ignore it.
I can't. I requested this information.
If you're more interested in that computer than you are in me, I'm never gonna forgive you, ever.
Not ever?
No. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3. All right. That's better.
Stay by the bell. Here.
No, I won't allow it.
Sophia, my love, this is our son. One dance, that's all I ask.
No. Not one dance. Every dance. All the dances. The rest of my life.
Have a great. Yum. Darling, have a little more champagne.
Merci. Salut.
Touch of caviar. Santé.
Come on, get your hands off her. Come on. She wouldn't dare do that to me. Or would she? She might.
Oh, look at me. I'm a positive wreck.
It's ridiculous.
You look fine, you always do.
Oh, darling, no, I look just the way I feel like. I haven't slept in a week. I don't understand it. I go to sleep early, I wake up late, and I still feel like I haven't slept all night.
Well, what is it you're always telling me, huh? A little makeup makes all the difference.
No, not this time. I think I need a plastic surgeon. It's your father that's making me not sleep, giving me these horrible dreams. He's killing me a little bit at a time.
How can he? He doesn't even live here anymore.
That's exactly what I mean. He's not here. Especially at times like this when I need him.
Mom, you're the one who kicked him out. He didn't want to leave. He'd still be here.
He's going to pay for all those bad dreams. I know it's true. I know he's still seeing Sophia. Secretly.
This is about our friend, Dr. Armonti.
What is it? What does it say? Internationally famous criminal, wanted by Interpol. Famous Nazi war criminal. I'd like that. I don't have reason to suspect him.
This is interesting.
Let me see.
No, it's so fast, I'm not through.
Well, read it. Can't stand seeing your lips move.
Okay, his personal history. He was orphaned as a young child.
That's hardly criminal.
May I continue?
Please.
Born in the Netherlands, parents killed by the Nazis in occupied Holland.
He was orphaned.
His name was still Hans. Hans, then. And he was sent to Germany and put into a work camp, remained there until the end of the war. That's World War II, Eden.
Yeah, I can guess that. So when did Hans become Marcello?
He was adopted by the Armonti family, who recognized his superior intelligence. He came to the United States 16 years ago, arriving in New York. And get this, he flew directly from New York and then caught to L.A., and then caught a shuttle to guess where?
Santa Bárbara?
16 years ago.
Interesting. That means something.
Might be a rather ominous coincidence, I suppose.
Especially considering his preoccupation with my father.
I don't like this. Speaking as an officer of the law, this proves nothing and therefore warrants no further investigation by anybody.
Speaking as a concerned daughter, it makes me more suspicious than ever. And you know it.
Sophia, I am determined to effect a merger between Capital Enterprise and Armonti Industries.
Why, when you know I'm against it and CC is also against it?
You are forgetting Eden. I already know that she is for it.
Why?
Because she sees the merger for what it is. A rare opportunity for the Capwells.
Marcello, please, I want you to stop this idea right now. It's only going to hurt my relationship with my family if you try to do a business deal at this time.
If nothing else, CC is a businessman. I think he will understand.
Please. Please wait until I've straightened things out with my family. This is the most important thing for me right now.
Sophia, the timing is now. It could never be as auspicious as it is right now.
Auspicious? Why is it auspicious now? What is important now is to heal the wounds.
No. The time is now. You see, CC is angry with you. He is distrustful of you. And he knows that a business deal would have nothing to do with relationships. It would not be a ploy to get you two back together.
I don't know what you mean. I'm absolutely not following your thinking. Aren't you here to help me?
Sophia, there are some things you know very little about. Some things you simply do not understand.
Such as?
Business.
Oh, please.
I'm going to speak with Eden. She has drive and desire, and she is my contact with Cece, and I plan to use it to the best of my ability.
I don't understand why you're doing this. Because of your ambition or something else?
Because now is my only opportunity.
Opportunity? Opportunity for what? When you say it that way, it sounds like some kind of revenge.
No, Sophia. It's good business. Nothing else.
Look in the bed, as I remember that was your first stop.
As I remember, you carried me there.
I think I have to say goodbye again now.
Permission to come aboard?
You're already aboard.
Hey.
Maybe I should come back later.
Well, there's an idea.
No, come on in. We're done.
Yeah, whatever passion burnt itself out for the call of duty.
Maybe we could light the fires again soon. How about lunch?
Well, that's a great offer. The best offer I've had all morning. Put your shirt on. Watch him. He's a wild man. Might have to use that stick.
What a card.
I guess I came at a bad time.
No. She was just leaving. Sorry about that, Gillis. So what do you got for me? Any luck?
Well, I talked to everybody I could think of or track down. Nobody saw anything unusual or out of the ordinary.
We're talking about the day he wrote the confession, the alleged confession?
Yeah, he acted alone. No witnesses. Anything could happen that day.
What about Gina's accident?
No better luck there. Not a single witness to support Judson's claim.
Except Judson, of course, and he's pretty committed to the idea that she tried to run him down.
Yeah, well, maybe he's lying.
Could be. I have to think about that one. So, Gillis, how's Warren?
I don't know. Okay, I guess. He called and wants to talk.
It's pretty vague.
So is he.
Well, maybe you can still be friends.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the hard part. Settling for friendship. I really shouldn't care, I know. I don't, I guess.
Now, who's being vague?
Well, it's not an accident.
You know, Gillis, maybe you'd be surprised.
About what?
Maybe things will work out for you.
You mean?
In general. Maybe. Cheer up.
Maybe.
Yes, that's it. That's the one I want. Thanks, Earl.
This Gina DeMott thing, do you want to brief me on it, or then I can, write a follow-up?
No, later. No, actually, I have a better idea. Earl. Why don't you handle that on your own initiative, okay?
All right.
Appreciate it.
Warren, I need to talk to you.
Well, I'm a little busy right now, okay?
It's about your father.
So?
Has he been very busy these days?
No more so than usual.
Well, has he been seeing a lot of people or anyone in particular?
If you're talking about Sophia, that's easy. The answer is no.
Are you absolutely sure?
Relax, Mother. Sophia's not a part of Dad's life anymore.
Yes, well, according to your knowledge, anyway.
Mother, that's the truth. I swear it. Also, I wouldn't advise you to go selling the yacht out from under him.
Oh, really? Why not? It's my yacht. I can do whatever I want with it.
Well, if that's what you think, I suggest you think again. You'd be causing a lot of problems. Besides, I really like that yacht. I would like for it to stay in the family. There's a point I was thinking about living in it myself.
Really? Well, I might reconsider if you live on the boat.
Meaning, if I live with Dad, check up on him?
Now, would I ask you to do a thing like that?
I think you would. Check up on his lifestyle. Better yet, to cramp that lifestyle.
Well, that's an interesting thought.
Don't pretend you just thought of it, Mom.
Ah, cramp his lifestyle. I wish it were that easy. You know, no one can cramp Lionel's lifestyle. But I'll tell you something, for whoever cares, no matter what's happened, no one's going to change my lifestyle either.
Mom, don't ask me to take sides.
Why not? There's only one sensible side anyone could take.
You're right. There is only one sensible side. My father's.
That's terrible. How could you say that to me? I'm your mother.
Yes, and I'm busy. If you'll excuse me, please. How are you? I think we do need to talk. I'm glad you came.
Okay, do you want to talk here?
Warren, I do think you could introduce me to this, person.
Yes, Mother, I'd like for you to meet Officer Gillis. Maggie, this is my mother.
How do you do?
Officer, as in police. How quaint.
Dad, you spent the night in my room when you were with Cruz.
Well, he didn't hesitate to ask me to come over and protect Brandon, but heaven forbid that I should overstep my bounds and presume to stay.
He was upset. You know, if he comes home from the hospital right now, he's going to take it out on you.
Speaking of your shining knight, just what is he up to these days?
I don't know what you mean.
He hasn't told you?
Told me what?
About his investigation? He's looking into Channing's murder again, isn't he?
No, he's not. The case is closed. Cruz isn't investigating.
I'm not so sure about that.
He'd tell me, Mason. Something that big, he would tell me.
Eden, you can be so naive. Like this whole thing with Brandon, you still don't believe that Dad has picked him to be the heir of the Capitol dynasty, do you?
No, I don't believe it for a minute. It's ridiculous talk. But Dad isn't going to marry Gina. Brandon's out of the picture.
I fear that you delude yourself. He could care less about Gina. He'll marry her just to get control of Brandon and the unborn child. Don't you see? He wants to replace the son he lost and the 2 sons he already has with Brandon and the unborn child. Brandon is to be the new heir to the Capwell dynasty. Quite a plan when you think about it.
He wouldn't do that, Mason. He wouldn't exclude me and Ted. He loves us.
Sweet little naive Eden. Yes, Daddy does love you. But Daddy would never put you in a position of real power. Don't you see that? Because you are a woman, and a woman can't be part of the succession. A woman can't carry on the mighty Capwell name. I'm sorry, Eden, but that's a fact of Capwell life.
That's not true, Mason. I am a part of this family. I am a part of this dynasty, as you call it. Succession. And I will succeed, and it has nothing to do with being a woman. Daddy may be a bit old-fashioned, but he's not blind to people who work hard. We all earn his loyalty and respect in time, if we deserve it. Hello?
Hello, Eden. It's Marcello. I would like to meet you at noon today. Would that be convenient?
All right.
Problem?
I don't know. Sure, okay. Yeah, I'll tell you to call. Okay, bye-bye.
Hi, Princess.
Hi, Daddy.
Your mother around?
No, she went out early this morning.
Well, she been busy lately? I mean, any particular activities or friends or visitors?
I don't know what's going on in her life right now. Even if I did, I don't know if I'd tell you.
Of course you wouldn't. I wouldn't ask you.
Dad, I hate this. I want you and Mom to get back together again. I want us to be a family.
I want that too.
Can't you stop seeing Sophia once and for all?
I have stopped.
Mom doesn't believe that.
Well, then we're just going to have to convince her, aren't we?
I think that's more your problem than mine.
No, honey. It's all our problem. 'Cause if I can't win Augusta back, there's not going to be much left of this family.
You know, I don't understand. If there was a fire...
He jumped off the rig to save his life. They picked him up out of the water. What was left of him.
Well, was there any negligence on the Capwell's part?
Oh, yeah. Plenty of it.
So that's why you've been looking for lawyers. But there's been so much time. Why haven't you sued the hell out of them?
It's a very complicated case.
Maggie, if I had only known...
I don't want your pity, okay? I've got more of it than I need.
You want me to tell you that you're lucky? Look, I'm sorry. You what? You go home at night and you visit with him, you talk to him?
Yeah. And I tell him that I love him. I tell him that a lot. Does that bother you?
No, I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, sure. You and everybody else. It's like people slowing down for a car wreck.
Hey, wait a minute. You took me there to see him. You wanted me to know.
Because you didn't understand.
Well, I'm glad I do now.
Warren, he was a wonderful man.
He was.
No, he is.
Look, you said was, Maggie. You're facing it, even if you don't want to.
He's my husband, Warren. I love him.
He can't love you back now.
Oh, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have told you.
Hey, look, wait a minute. Look, I care about you, and I want to understand here. How long can you go on pretending that you're living a normal life?
It is normal for me.
I don't think you mean that.
I have to mean it. How else could I go on living?
You're a woman, Maggie. A loving, warm, flesh and blood woman. Now, you have needs just like the rest of us. All I want is for you to admit that. Now, don't hate me because I say things other people don't have the guts to say. And don't hate me because I want to see you happy.
Happy? Now you're gonna tell me about happiness. No, thanks. I know what happiness is. It's something that never lasts.
Why, Maggie? Why couldn't you have told me sooner?
Maybe I should have. Warren, I was enjoying your company, your friendship. I was afraid I'd scare you away.
No, I don't scare that easily. You know, in fact, it's very insulting to think that you would have thought that I would have turned my back on you because of something like this.
I'm sorry, Warren. It's just sometimes so hard.
What, taking care of him?
No, it's dealing with other people.
Yeah, well, I'm not other people, Maggie.
You don't want anything from me?
If I wanted something from you, I would have asked for it a long time ago. I guess my question is, what do you want from me?
Understanding? Just a little, or a lot. It's up to you.
Yeah, well, I'm trying, and I'll keep trying. Anything else?
Your friendship.
Yeah. You already got that, okay?
Thank you, Warren.
Yes?
I've come here, Eden, because your father's called a meeting.
What kind of meeting?
It's with his lawyer. I really don't know that much more about it.
Dad's at the hospital. He's with Gina. Come in.
Thank you.
Mason, hi. What a nice surprise.
Sophia, before you ask, no, I have not been reinstated in Dad's good graces.
But you're here.
Yes, let's just say it's because of my good buddy, Brandon.
Oh, Mr. Foster. I suppose you're here about the meeting my father called?
Yes, but I'm afraid the plans have been changed somewhat. Cece is not able to attend this meeting because of the accident. Terrible tragedy, the accident.
So the meeting's canceled?
Well, no, not entirely. Cece asked me to brief you on the divorce proceedings.
Oh. Well, of course, that's going to be short and simple, isn't it?
Exactly. I must first advise you to engage an attorney, Mrs. Campbell, Contessa. You should do this immediately. You'll be glad to know that the divorce can be over in a few days if correct procedure is followed.
What procedure is that?
Well, after I meet with Mrs. Campbell's attorney, Cece will have to find the time to fly to Haiti. They have what is considered the quickest divorce around.
Ah, yes. Famous Haitian quickie. He probably scoured the planet to find just the right place.
I think you'll agree, Contessa, that it is in the best interest of everyone concerned if this goes through without a hitch.
I appreciate your concern.
Mr. Foster, you are giving legal advice to Sophia, who is not your client. I think, as an attorney, she should take some time to think it over.
The only advice I gave her seemed quite appropriate, that she should retain her own attorney. Look, I'm trying to make this as painless as possible for all parties concerned. You have my number if you have any questions. Otherwise, the divorce will go through as scheduled.
Today.
I should have been ready for that one.
You knew Daddy was going to do it.
So soon?
You can fight it. You should fight it.
I don't see how. Cece is already...
You can call his bluff. You're holding all the cards.
But I really don't see how
That
I can...
famous quickie, Haitian divorce, is contingent upon Cece proving that you're not contesting it. Dad will go to Haiti with his attorney.
Let's get to the point. I have an appointment.
His attorney and he will meet with a Haitian lawyer who will file all the necessary papers. If they're in order, the divorce will be granted in less than a day.
But you just said I'm holding all the cards.
You are. Because among those papers must be your proxy, a notarized statement that you're not contesting the divorce. Contest the divorce, and all Dad will bring back from Haiti is a suntan.
Mom, those flowers are gorgeous in the living room. But our house looks like a nursery, though. What are they for?
Uncle Divine, I'm going to have a small dinner party, a very small, intimate party.
Oh, yeah? Who's coming?
One guest, a man, a very attractive man, I might add.
Not Daddy?
Darling, I'm handling things the best I can.
You didn't answer my question.
No, not your father.
I see.
Oh, no, you're not going to turn on me, too. I cannot believe Warren, my own son, would believe Lionel and not me. It makes me absolutely livid.
Daddy was worried you'd be seeing somebody else. He asked me about it.
Wonderful. Then I'll give him cause. It'll do him good.
You wouldn't really. Mom, are you serious?
I certainly am serious. As a matter of fact, the guest is very eligible, very intelligent, very attractive, very sexy, and the list goes on.
Well, hello, Eden. Thank you for coming.
What is it that you want?
Excuse me. Yes?
Hi, Doc. This is Cruz. I'm looking for Eden, and I know she's there, Marcello.
Hold on. Cruz.
What is it that you want?
I want to talk to you. I called your house, and Rosa said I could find you where I found you. Wondering what the hell you're doing there. We decided he's dangerous, and we're supposed to have lunch.
Thank you very much for reminding me. I'll get back to you later. Bye. Sorry for the interruption. And where were we?
You know, I think people should try to help her. I mean, they've got a right to try to change a bad situation.
Is this a theoretical situation?
No, I just met someone who's caught up in a really lousy deal, and I just don't think it's right for her to just accept it.
Oh, I thought perhaps you were talking about your mother.
No, I'm talking about Maggie Gillis.
The lady cop?
Yeah, you know, she's caught up in this really awful no-win situation, and I just don't think she should accept it.
No-win situation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my situation.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're going to just give up, are you?
Absolutely not. You know better than that, so does Augusta.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I have the right to butt in, but I'd really like to help her.
Help me?
No, I meant help Maggie.
Oh, well, that figured.
I mean, somebody's got to help her, right?
Somebody's got to help me.
Dad, everybody knows you can take care of yourself just fine, huh?
Yeah, everybody knows that. Everyone except me.
Well, are you going to fight it or not? It's up to you and only you.
So what you're saying to me is I really don't have to go through this divorce. I can stop it now. Are you sure that that is true?
Sophia, I make it a habit to learn loopholes. I doubt that even Dad knows about the proxy requirement.
This is a written law. There's no way to get around it.
The law of the land in Haiti.
I can't force your father to stay married to me. He needs time to sort out his feelings.
Sophia, if you're wondering whether or not he still loves you, I think he does. I think he's just too stubborn to admit it. He has said that he loves Gina, and he's going to marry Gina, and he won't go back on that. The mighty hath spoken. Maybe you should save him from himself.
No. I can't force Cece into anything. And what about Gina? I'd never forgive myself.
Don't worry about Gina. She's not your responsibility. We all have to fight our own battles, Sophia. You can and should stop this divorce in its tracks.
And not give Cece that proxy. Can you imagine how he'd react?
Look, I tell you what. I will be your legal counsel. Fights are easier if you're once removed from them, you know. You won't even have to be present.
Oh, Mason, thank you. Thank you so much. That would really upset your father. I couldn't possibly do that. Oh, dear, I appreciate your concern so much, and I know that you are a wonderful lawyer. But you're not the right lawyer for me down in this case.
Excuse me. Cruz.
Hey, Mason, you got a minute? Hello.
Yeah, why don't you wait in the study? I'll be right there. Sophia.
Yeah.
I beg you to reconsider. Your decision affects so many people's lives, and if you'll forgive me for saying so, you seem to be thinking only of yourself.
I'm trying to consider all sides of it, Mason.
Well, you do that. And while you're doing it, be sure you stay out of Dad's reach. Oh, Cruz. What can I do for you?
Well, Mason, I understand you've become Ginger Jones' attorney.
Yes, that's true.
That's an interesting switch.
How so?
A couple of days ago, you wanted me to run around a town.
Ah, yes. Well, things change, Cruz. We swallow our pride. I found myself with a dearth of clients and of cash. Needed to reestablish myself in the community.
And that's your way of going about it? Getting involved with a pimp?
Careful, Cruz. That's a slanderous statement. As for my client, Ginger Jones, she's entitled to legal representation just like everyone else. That's the law. Now, I'm glad you came by, because there's something I want to ask you.
I'm listening.
As I asked you last night, why were you sitting in that chair when I surprised you?
Like I told you, it looked comfortable.
Cruz, I didn't believe you then, and I don't believe you now. I think you were reenacting Channing's murder. That case is closed. Peter confessed to killing Channing, so why were you...
No particular reason. I just happened to be sitting there, Mason. And I imagined what Peter and Channing must have gone through that night.
Cruz, I know how you work. You don't just happen to do anything. Other people maybe, but not you. No, you were sitting there, imagining the killer and imagining Channing. Obviously, you're not satisfied with current theory.
Well, you seem to have all the answers. I guess I don't really need to come up with any.
You were also checking into Peter's banking records. With my help, what's the connection there?
I don't know, but I'm always willing to listen to theories.
Cruz, I think I have a right to know.
I don't.
Are you sure you don't want a little help? A little research on my part? I'm a hell of an investigator.
You're forgetting one thing, Mason. You no longer have access to the DA's files.
Oh, I have other avenues of information.
And I guess I better warn you. Stay out of it.
Not a chance. Well, I'll leave you free to continue your little charade. Feel free to let yourself out.
Yeah, I will.
In these folders, you will find an in-depth study of Capwell Enterprises and Almonte Industries, and this is the correlation, a projection of the two companies as if they were merged.
All right. I'll look it over very carefully.
Why don't you sit down here and look through them?
No, actually, I'd like to take it with me if you don't mind. I'd like to have a professional look it over with me.
Fine. Very businesslike attitude, very commendable.
I want to know everything there is to know about Almonte Industries.
I was right about you. You were born to be a captain of industry. Yes, keep the folders, and if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call.
This meeting isn't over, Marcello.
It's not?
I have a few things to discuss with you.
Don't hesitate on my account.
First is a question.
Fine, ask me anything you like.
Why were you in Santa Bárbara 16 years ago?
Yes, Maggie, I'll be right here in the office. Thank you. Goodbye. Jamal, what's the problem? How can I help you?
I have a news item for you.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
And I would love it to be on the front page, but I guess I'll have to settle for the social page.
Oh, is this a society news event?
Yes, it is, and I want it to be in a prominent place in the paper. Now, you did tell me that the upper left-hand corner was the place that would denote a very important story.
Well, that's the general rule of thumb. All right, what's the big scoop here?
Well, it concerns an elegant dinner party. Now, I don't care how you print it up, just as long as you print it.
Well, let's see if it's newsworthy first. All right, who gave this party?
Not gave, is giving.
All right, who is giving this fabulous party?
I am.
Mother, I could run this if the guest list is as prominent to say the President and Mrs. Reagan. Have they accepted?
Don't be absurd. I don't want anyone's name mentioned unless it's mine as the hostess.
Mother, I'm sorry, I can't run an article like this. Not even as a favor to you.
Why not? It's your newspaper. You can print anything you want.
I'm sorry.
Boss, they picked up some of Ginger Jones's girls for soliciting. 2 blocks from the hospital. And her attorney is Mason Capwell.
What?
Ginger Jones's attorney. How appropriate. I love it. 2 birds of a feather in the gutter together. Divine.
I asked you a question. Why were you in Santa Barbara 16 years ago?
What makes you think I was here?
Don't do that. Don't answer a question with a question. I want a straight answer. Why were you in Santa Barbara 16 years ago, and why haven't you told me?
Because it was not important. Yes, I was here. Yes, I admit that freely. As a tourist. As simple and as uncomplicated as that.
I don't believe you. It was much more than a coincidence.
What are you talking about? What coincidence?
I'm talking about 16 years ago. When my mother, Sophia, was first missing and presumed dead. And you were here.
Yes. Like you said, a coincidence.
There was a reason why you're here, and I want to know what it was.
Capwell connection in the Lockridge Lair. Tunnel of Lust. Sherlock Holmes would have had a name for it. He'd have loved it. Who knows how many bizarre things went down here. How many...
Cruz? Is that you?
It's a good thing you called out.
Why? Did you shot me?
There you go, laughing in the face of Dr. Doom.
Haha.
How'd you know I was here?
Mason said you were in the study.
Well, I was.
So I came looking for you, and you weren't there, so the obvious conclusion was that you were in the tunnel.
Yeah, well, so what? You just threw caution to the wind? You just came storming in here impervious to the danger that lurks?
What danger? You're the only one down here, aren't you?
You didn't know that when you came, did you?
What are you down here for? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a button that came off my shirt last time we were... What were you doing at Armadi's place again anyway? I thought we agreed that guy was off limits.
We were discussing business deals, among other things.
Business deals. It's the other things I meant. Did he hypnotize you again?
It's none of your business.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, then why'd you ask?
Hold this.
No, why?
I need my hands free.
Why?
Hold this! I'm going to find out for myself if they hypnotized you again or not. Tell them that this is serious.
Okay.
Well, are they biting?
Depends on what you're fishing for. If you're fishing for information, I don't have any. You came to the wrong place. I have none, especially about your mother.
Actually, I came to give you a bit of information. I don't suppose you know that Mom's planning what she calls, or what she's going to call, an elegant, intimate dinner party.
Oh?
So I suppose you haven't heard about it.
Warren, I just told you I possess very little information lately, especially about your mother.
Then you haven't received an invitation.
Not an invitation to dinner, but perhaps to war, which I accept.
Look, I don't get you guys. You know, if you could harness the energy that you put into getting back at each other for each real or imagined affront, this entire country could run itself and be free of dependency on OPEC oil.
Or Capwell oil?
Yeah, that too. You know, Dad, I've got a friend that's coming by here to meet me later. I hope you don't mind.
Well, no. As a matter of fact, you can have the place to yourselves. I have something to do in a little while.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Get ready to go to a party?
Party? Dad, look, you can't do that. You haven't got an invitation.
Oh, really? Slight oversight on Augusta's part, no doubt?
I think a deliberate oversight, no doubt.
Yeah? Well, since when did I have to have an engraved invitation to my own home? You don't think I need that, do you, Warren?
In this case, yes, I think you do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shucks, I've never let a little thing like that stop me in my life. Did you say it was formal?
Yes, I did.
You did. You know something? I haven't a thing to wear.
Dad, really,